guys, welcome to another episode of the Zeelicious cooking series. It's still the Christmas edition and I've been showing you how to make holiday inspired treats and delicacies that you can use to make this holiday season a memorable one for your family and friends. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make crunchy cinnamon chin chin. This one is a holiday special for me and I'll tell you why in a bit. Let me introduce you to the ingredients. This recipe you would need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 105 grams of butter, half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 egg, half a cup of milk, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and a pinch of salt. Okay, so growing up as a child, this recipe is one recipe my mom used to make anytime it was the holiday season. Easter, Christmas, New Year, chin chin was a staple and a regular every holiday season, and that is actually what inspired me to make this recipe and show you guys how it is made. So first of all, I'm going to start by transferring all of my flour here into this big mixing bowl. Everything's gonna go in. I've sifted it already with a fine sieve. And then in goes the baking powder and some sugar. This is going to make it sweet. You can totally reduce the amount of the quantity of sugar you use though, depending on what your taste buds like. And I'm just going to stir this together to thoroughly combine. Okay, so that is thoroughly mixed. Next I'm going to add my butter. I'm just gonna transfer that in. And this is the part where I go in with my hands. Now, I used to do this as a child, and I used to enjoy it. Okay, in goes. Okay, the whole idea is just to mix this up together thoroughly until it starts to look crumbly, like the flour starts to separate from itself. So since this is a crunchy cinnamon chin chin, it's just normal that we use cinnamon, right? So I have some cinnamon here that I'm going to transfer into this mixture. And I'm also going to grate in some nutmeg. My mom never used to make chin chin without adding nutmeg, and this is her recipe, so I'm following it strictly. So I'm just going to grate in nutmeg. I'm using the fresh nutmeg. I prefer the fresh ones because I find that it tends to retain its flavor and its aroma when it's fresh. Just grate more. I think that's it. And I'll just continue with my hands to mix it all up. The smell of the cinnamon and the nutmeg combined together has filled up my kitchen. Can you guys perceive it?
Yeah.
Ijoma, put a smile on your face, Joe. I like happy people. When you're around me, you have to be happy, you have to smile, you have to be excited. J-Dot knows that so well. Solomon is the guy trying to get the drift. But Ijoma, I don't think so yet. I forgot to add a sprinkle of salt to this, just a sprinkle, and I'll just mix it up together again with my hands. And then next up, I'm going to break in 1 egg in here. Just crack it open and just break it. Now the egg is going to add some moisture into this mixture. So I'm just going to continue with my hands. It's okay to get your hands messy, that's fine. Okay, so you can see that the flour mixture is starting to come together to form a dough. Almost there. And then finally, to make this into the perfect dough, I'm going to add some milk. Now this is just liquid milk. And everything is gonna go right in. And this is what's gonna make this form into that perfect dough. So I'm just going to continue with my hands and just work it. Coming together, I can feel it. I can feel it.
I love the way you're massaging it. Like a massage.
Are you jealous of the dough already? You rather want me to massage you than massage the dough.
Oh God. I wish.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's perfectly formed into a dough now, as you can see. It's not sticky, it's just a little bit drawery, and that's exactly what you want. What I'm going to do is leave it in this mixing bowl and allow it to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then we'll continue with the making of this chin chin. Okay guys, so my dough has been resting for 15 minutes. What I'm going to do now is take it out. First of all, I'll just sprinkle just a little bit of flour on my working surface, just so that the dough doesn't stick to the surface, which I really doubt though, just to be on the safe side. And I'm just going to put it there and just knead it. Now you knead with this part of your hands. I don't know what it's called. I think it's the heel of your hand. I don't know, I'm not so sure. So you bring it in and then you knead it, take it out, bring it in, take it out, take it in, take it out. So you do that continuously for about 3 to 5 minutes. You will notice that the dough becomes a little bit tougher and easier to handle. So I'm just going to continue doing this. So just exert some pressure on it. This is a very good way to get some workout in while you're cooking because your muscles are working. So just do that. Okay, so I think this is done now. I'll just roll it and place it back in my mixing bowl and get my rolling board ready. This is what I'm going to use to roll it. And I'll just sprinkle a little bit of flour, just a little bit of it, not so much. And just roll it all around. And cut out just a tiny bit, maybe just a little more. Just a tiny bit. And what I'm panting from kneading. Can you hear me pant? Okay, so I'm just forming this into a ball, not a smooth ball, and place it on the board. Get my rolling pin, just coat it with a little bit of flour as well so that the dough doesn't stick. And it's just a matter of rolling this all out until it flattens out. So I'm just going to roll it. So roll, 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 roll. You want it to be about 1 inch thick, not so thick, but just slightly thick. Okay, so I think this is thick enough. And it's all a matter of cutting it all out to form the tiny pieces of chin chin. So I'm going to use my pizza cutter to make this really fast. If you don't have a pizza cutter, you can use a knife. It's all good. So I'm just going to cut it out nicely. And chin chin always comes out a whole lot better when the sizes are uniform in shape. So
jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
don't worry, I know it's sticking together right now, but once it gets into the oil, it separates immediately. Okay, I think my oil is hot enough. What I'm going to do, how to know if your oil is hot, is just take a little bit of flour in your hands, tip of your finger rather, and then just, if it sizzles like that, then your oil is hot enough. So all I'm going to do is just take the board and transfer all of the chicken pieces into the oil.
Chicken pieces.
Sorry, chin pieces. Thanks, guys.
This is not the first time you said chicken.
Chin pieces. I think I have chicken on my mind. And I'll just use my slotted spoon to just separate it. Can you see it's all separated now? Just separate it and allow it to fry for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's golden brown. I just have to keep an eye on it. Okay, so the first batch is done. Look at it, it's perfectly fried. And I'm just going to take it out with my slotted spoon and I'll place it on this plate that I have lined with kitchen paper towel. Okay, almost there. So here you have it, guys, my crunchy cinnamon chin chin all done and ready to be devoured. Now you know how to make this recipe. Make sure you make it this season for your family and friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so that you can get instant notification whenever I upload a new video. And follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are there on as Zeelicious. And you can send me your creations there if you are ever going to recreate this recipe. I'll see you again next time with another beautiful recipe. Until then, remember that this is the season of great laughter, good cheer, and loads of food. So laugh a lot and eat a lot. Okay? Eat well. Take care, guys.